And welcome to another episode of the Criterion Creeps. I'm Wade.
And I'm Joe.
And we're here to talk about, we're going to German. Is it German?
We're going to Germantown.
Germantown, okay. I was making sure, because watching the movie, there was a time I'm like, I could speak French. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, I thought this was German.
Yeah. I mean, this guy has a lot of movies that take place in other places.
Okay, well this is called Fox and His Friends. I keep calling it Fox and His Crew. It's not the name.
Oh, I thought you were just being facetious when you texted me that.
Oh, I did tell you, okay.
You said Fox and His Crew, and I was like, oh, Wade's just having fun with the title.
No, it's Fox and His Friends.
Fox and His Friends, yeah.
It's German. It's German.
Rainer Werner Fassbinder.
Not Fassbender.
No.
Fassbinder.
Fassbinder.
Yeah, so this is we watched last night. This is the last on my list to watch. This is the one I had no clue what it was or anything.
It's always the one I choose.
Yeah.
You always watch it last.
Yeah.
Probably when you were eating, right? Just like Hunger last.
No, this is better than Hunger. This one is much better than Hunger.
Oh yeah, he made a lot of great movies.
There's no poop.
This is actually in that stretch where he made like a whole bunch of really good movies, like right back to back to back to back.
Yeah. He's the lead character.
Yeah, he's a great actor too.
Yeah, like he looks like Jeremy Renner.
A little bit.
A lot. Like,
bit.
It's basically about.
You want me to say it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good way to say it.
So, it's a guy who is a like carnival entertainer.
What does he do?
He
does that. He was his hands.
Well, no, he was Fox, this severed head, or Fox, the speaking head.
Oh, okay.
And he was supposed to speak with his head detached from his body.
I thought he just did magic tricks, like.
No, you never get to see him do it though.
Okay.
Spoiler. But he plays a just a poor carnival employee, and
He must have won the lottery.
And he plays the lottery compulsively, like every single week. And
it's almost obsessive, to where he's like begging people for money.
Yeah, he cons people out of money. He always borrows money if he needs it. Well, the show got shut down in the very beginning.
Poor flower guy.
Yeah. Well.
Police.
Yeah. So he actually wins at one point, and it's a story about what happens to him after he wins. Basically, and it's a very sad story because it's a new German cinema movie. So
basically, he got swindled.
Yeah.
By love.
Yeah.
By love, swindled him.
Yeah. Falls in love with a. They keep calling him Bourgeois. What's up?
Make sure it was all set.
But he gets swindled by a guy he falls in love with. Who's part of the upper class, the bourgeois, as they keep putting it.
Eugen.
Yeah.
He almost said Eugene, but it's Eugen.
Yeah, Eugen, which is German Eugene.
Yeah.
But
and he's posh.
So
and a little, what was it?
It's posh and daft.
Daft, that's what. Yeah. I was like, I don't know these words, but okay.
And basically, in falling in love, the guy gets him to like lend him money, gets him to buy an apartment, gets him to buy all this furniture,
and
basically
vacation.
Bankrupts Fox, takes his apartment,
dumps him pretty much.
Dumps him, gets back with his ex-boyfriend, who it was part of the plan all along. You start seeing the seeds early on. Yeah, it's a very good movie. It's not super plot driven. It's just kind of methodical kind of character movie.
Yeah, it just seems like Eugen was kind of caring for Fox a little bit.
A little bit,
but he still had this like. My question was, what my issue was, I had no idea.
The time is very hard to keep track of.
Yeah, and the guy in the suit, he was there.
Which guy in the suit? A lot of guys wore suits.
When they were breaking up or whatever, that guy was just there.
Oh, yeah.
Who was he?
He was the one that introduced Fox to Eugen.
So that makes me think, was this a business deal? Because that's
I don't know.
I don't know what this relationship was. It a legit relationship? Was Fox a prostitute? Was this like Pretty Woman but Fox? I don't know.
I didn't think he was a prostitute. I don't know much about.
I don't know
the culture, and it was kind of like that free love kind of deal. It seemed.
It was
where people were with each other all the time.
I mean, the highlight of the movie was the matchstick phone.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That was great.
Walked away, and I was like, "That is the best scene of the entire movie." Was that?
Yeah, and it does showcase, Fassbender's acting ability. He was in theater before getting into film, so.
I thought there was a missed opportunity.
I thought the colors were great in it too.
Yeah, I thought there was one missed opportunity. Is when the guy who got arrested in the beginning comes back. And it doesn't really play a role at all in the rest of the film. It's like you would think this add tension or do something.
Well, at the end, him and the guy in the suit you were talking about stumble upon him. And that's why I don't think the guy in the suit was necessarily against Fox.
Oh, no, but he didn't want to get involved.
But yeah, I think he saw what happened and was like, we can't be here because we're going to get investigated for it.
Especially the guy from the carnival. He just got out of prison.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I thought he was going to play a bigger role. He said, he's back. And then there's a little doubt in Yugen, but we don't play off that again.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't super much about the sister. Like, I felt like it was just like there were some characters that were just kind of throwaway characters.
I like the sister.
Yeah. Very mean to her brother.
A little bit. She still cared about him. She cared about him more than any of the other characters. Which is kind of a lesson the movie tells you, is that sometimes the people that are a little harsher on you are looking out for your best interests, and the ones that are, schmoozing you all the time aren't always.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of. It's hard not to get into spoilers with this movie.
We kind of did just spoil it.
We spoiled a lot of it, but it's kind of hard not to.
I'll put a little tag at the bottom.
It's hard not to with this movie because it's.
Can't really talk about anything.
Yeah, it's a lot.
He had a nice jacket. He had a cool jacket, I guess.
The denim jacket and the leather jacket are both awesome.
He smokes like a fucking.
There's a lot of smoking in the movie.
It's like, I feel physically ill. Well, maybe you should stop smoking.
But it's one of those movies that kind of throws you into this world. It is like really lived in the setting.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give you all the pieces. So maybe watching it 40 years later in America, not being a part of that culture of that time, even it's hard to know exactly what was going on.
Yeah. Well, okay, so would you skip, rent, or recommend? Or buy, whichever.
If you're already familiar with the director and you know his style, I would say it's a buy. If you are just checking it out for the first time, rent it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with rent.
I figured you would say rent.
Because
renting is the safe option because you get to watch it, experience it, then decide for yourself if you want to buy it.
Honestly, I watched it and I was like, I'm fine with watching this one time and never watching it again. You get everything.
You probably will with a lot of his movies.
It's not a rewatchable movie, I think. I feel like you can rewatch it. It's not like it's awful, but it's like you kind of get the gist of it the first time going through. Yeah. I feel like if you're a cinema fan or stuff like that, I feel like you would go through it just to pick through it and stuff like that. But I mean, this isn't like a very super sophisticated movie with a lot of layers. It's basically just like organic humans just reacting.
Yeah, and it comes out of.
Point is, love sucks.
Well, I had to do a project on this director in college. We did a presentation on New German cinema, and my part of the research was Rainer Werner Fassbinder, which is why I knew about the movie. And he's very inspired by Douglas Sirk and like the melodrama, so that's kind of how a lot of his movies are. They're very that much that way. He's very theater inspired as well. Not saying his movies necessarily are like flat, like how theater, like a lot of theater people end up translating in the movies. They'll have very flat, horizontal kind of like blocking, but it's all about the characters and just not as much action or plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
I really liked it.
That was Fox and His Friends. Tell us what you think down below in the comment section. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff. Definitely subscribe so you get more Criterion Creeps, especially next week because there's going to be a little tie-in to this movie.
Yeah.
A little tie-in. It's going to be a completely different movie.
Maybe they're thematically similar. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see next week. Until then, you can follow us on Twitter at MintCondishMCP. Any other movies you want to recommend to us, comment below, or just go on Twitter and let us know.
If you want to talk about other new German cinema movies, comment. Rainer Werner Fassbinder. If you want other recommendations, if you saw this after a review and liked it, give us a shout in the comments down there.
Yeah. So until next time, we'll catch you later.